Hey guys, what's up? This is the officially unofficial Geek Channel Weekly Comic Roundup, Spoilertastic Weekly Comic Roundup. I'm your host, Carrie Quinn. I'm here as always, every Sunday bringing you the spoilertastic goodies of the comic world. Mostly DC, because, well, I'm a DC girl, but this week, we have one that is not one of the big two. Holy shit, I know, guys, hold on to your fucking hats here, because it don't happen often, but when it happens, it happens. So little housekeeping right away. If you did not catch it already, check out Flashback Friday, where I do the first appearance and early history of Diana, Princess of Themyscira, the first appearance of Wonder Woman, and I talk a little bit about her history involving her development and the creators of her as well. And check out on last week's What's Happening Wednesday, where we talk about our geek DNA. We do a little bit of a survey that I made up, thing that I made up like early on in the channel's history. I talk about it all there, and check it out. Then back on Tuesday, we talk about Collected Edition Tuesdays. Last Tuesday, we talk about metal and my very lukewarm thoughts involving it. Was not expecting that. Anyways, here we are. It is Sunday again. This means that it is Spoilertastic Weekly Comic Roundup Day, and here we are. And I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to seem like one of those people that was like, oh my god, everything is so freaking awesome this week. Oh my god. That's going to happen. And it's going to happen right now. And it happens sometimes where I like everything I freaking read, and that just happens. Nothing really stood out as a downer this week, so that's good. But as always, everybody's gonna have a winner. Everybody's gonna have to have a, like, ranking and everything like that. So I still did my ranking, even though I just loved everything. So as always, the officially unofficial Geek Spoilertastic Weekly Comic Roundup. As always, we basically count down from my least liked, which there's not a lot of difference between the least liked and the most liked this week, but we count down from the least liked to the most liked comic of the week. We get spoiler task about it because it's Sunday. Why not? And then, yeah, that's it. No big whoop. Just come along for the ride. Yeah. Okay. So let's get to it. Let's go for it. Woo. My hair. And yes, I have gone back to the Punisher logo because I like the Punisher. And my hair hasn't been done yet. Anyway, so this week, starting now. Okay, so we have Batman Superman World Finest #1. This is written by Mark Waid and art by Dan Mora and Tamara Bonvillain on the colors. Oh my goodness. This is a fun little romp, a fun little retro-y feel. Kind of going with a early on kind of feel for Batman and Superman and Robin. It really should be like Batman, Superman, Robin, World's Finest #1, because Robin is very much a part of this, and this is Dick Grayson's Robin. So basically we have Methello and Poison Ivy are attacking Superman, and they this dude like injects him with red kryptonite particles, like in a solution, like from a syringe, and it's like gnarly, dude. And he's like, the thing is about red kryptonite, if you don't know, red kryptonite is pretty volatile, in that not volatile but unpredictable. Okay, because like different bits of red kryptonite can do different things. So if you're mixing a whole bunch of different bits of red kryptonite, smashing them together, and then making a solution out of it that you're then injecting into someone's heart, Wow. Okay, so basically it's this red kryptonite solution gets injected into Superman's heart, and he starts going all like off the deep end. Like there's moments where he's just like turning to stone or to steel. And then there's like one moment where it's like he's on a bad acid trip, and he thinks General Zod and his people are everywhere when really General Zod is actually Bruce trying to calm him down. He thinks that Bruce is Lex Luthor also, and it's like, oh shit. And he's trying to be like, okay, look, I'm gonna handle this, guys. Bruce is like, Batman's like, I'm gonna handle this. And so Batman starts referring to him by his real name and uses his real name. He's like, no, no, I'm not Lex Luthor. I'm not General Zod because I'm using your real name. And he finally convinces him of that, um, and calms him down enough to just be like, okay, take it down a few notches. Okay. So we get a surprise assist from the Doom Patrol. That was pretty cool. And it looks like we're going to be seeing a little bit more of the Doom Patrol in the next issue, because Superman needs help. And the Doom Patrol came in and helped him because it was like, hey, you know what? I think I know a guy that can help Superman. So that was Batman. He got the Doom Patrol on the case. And it's pretty cool. I gotta say. It's pretty cool. Anyways. So cute little great art because it's Dan Mora and Tamara Bonvillain. Um so yeah, it's fantastic. You see just right away that cover is Dan Mora. So fantastic stuff. Fantastic. Um the next we're going to talk about another fantastic cover by Irvin Rodriguez, which would be Detective Comics number 1057. Got some cool Scarecrow action, a little bit of Nightwing down here. So we are inching our way, kind of leaping our way to the end of the Arkham Tower series. Okay, so they're calling it Shadows of the Bat. I'm calling it the Arkham Tower series because you could pretty much just call it that. But yeah, we got Anna Volsion and Scarecrow working together, and they have the mayor's wife and Psycho Pirate, and Scarecrow goes off to do his thing. Um, kind of unclear on exactly what he's doing, but he's taken Psycho Pirate's mask and he wants to go find Batman. So I guess maybe it is kind of clear what he's doing. Um, so Batman is back, my friends. Batman is back from his little jaunt over with Batman Inc. So that's good. So basically this is, again, at one point just kind of checking in with everyone from the Bat family and what they're doing and how everything's going. You got Huntress, who is on the case involving Anna Volsion and the mayor's wife and Psycho Pirate. You've got Harley Quinn, who is trying to hold down the pharmaceutical section. Good job, Harley. We've got, Stephanie, Spoiler, and Tim Drake trying to get people out, citizens out of the building. Good on them. They get some out. We've got Nightwing, who has to go sleep off the fear toxin. So take it easy, Nightwing. We've got our Oracle at her controls. We've got Batwoman swooping in and helping out. And we've got Batman with other members of the Bat family eventually just meeting up with Scarecrow. And we have a tussle at the end because Huntress has grabbed Psycho Pirate and the mayor's wife, Mayor Nakano's wife, and is now like, there was a tussle and stuff because I forgot to mention, Penguin's gang is also trying to get drugs too. Along with the Potty Crashers are also trying to get drugs too, from the building. So there's, a big tussle to do And eventually we, at the end of the issue, have Mayor Nakano's wife putting on the Psycho Pirate mask. And you get a little bit of a flash forward where you see her talking to Chase Meridian about how it made her feel. And the last image is basically the face of Mayor Nakano's wife, um, Toyomiki? Toyomiki? I don't know. I can't remember how to pronounce her name. But she has the mask on, Psycho Pirate's mask. So, I believe it is one more issue next week for the conclusion of the Arkham Tower event. So, we'll have to see how that ends. Woo! Okay. So, next on the hit parade is a series that I sincerely thought was over, but apparently, if you look on the inside, it tells you that, well, we thought it was over, but then Dynamite decided, and this is my one that's not a DC. Dynamite got them to do another issue of Elvira meets Vincent Price. Now it's over, okay? Now it's over. So basically, when we last left Elvira and Vincent Price, the ghost of Vincent Price, mind you, they had just defeated an ancient Egyptian goddess in her ploy to take over the world. And yeah, it was just over. And it was really funny because I was sitting at home, story time. I was sitting at home, and Joe went to go grab the comics from the shop, and comes home, and he's like, here, I got the comics, right? And I was like, okay, cool. And so I was like, here, hand them to me. So I like to look at them, right, when I get them, hand them to me. I want to know what I'm in for, even though I kind of already know. But this was a surprise. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, this was over. But no, Dynamite got the writer to write one more issue. And that's one of the things I don't like about Dynamite right now. They don't put the author's name right on the fucking front of the book. Yeah, like you need to step it up, Dynamite. Put the author's name on the book. Seriously. Put it on the cover. I don't give a fuck. David Avalone is the writer, and he says there's just this little thing in the beginning right here where he's like, Elvira and the ghost of Vincent Price averted an ancient Egyptian apocalypse, and like any spirit whose task on Earth has been completed, Vincent expected to ascend back to where he belonged, but mysteriously it didn't happen because the fates had other plans, and Dynamite wanted me to stretch this thing out for one more issue. Thank you, David Avalone, for giving us that kind of explanation. It was a cute issue. If you have not read Elvira meets Vincent Price, it's a cute little palate cleanser, cheeky, humorous, fun, as much fun as you think that Elvira meeting the ghost of Vincent Price through her TV would be. Now, basically, Elvira meets the ghost of Vincent Price through her copy of House on Haunted Hill. So that in of itself was pretty cool. I do very much like that movie, especially the original with Vincent Price. So that was really cool when you see that all the way in the first issue. But here we are in issue 5, which is definitely the last one, based on the fact that it sets up the next storyline for Elvira and Dynamite. And what we've got here is Vincent takes Elvira into another dimension that's caused by movies. Like movies cause their own dimension, parallel universe kind of thing, to save another actress that she knows from a skeevy director that has, you know, drawn her into this dimension. And so Vincent helps them, and then Vincent, you know, gets to move on, gets to go back where he came from. And he's thinking, yeah, Elvira's gonna, you know, Elvira and her friend are gonna go back to where they came from. But it turns out they don't. And it looks like Elvira is stuck in the movie dimension. And that's what the next series is going to be dealing with. So I think I'm actually in for this because I've enjoyed this little, you know, palette cleanser. And I love Elvira. And I've enjoyed the whole, you know, Ghost of Vincent Price thing. And let me tell you something, when you read it, you are hearing their voices. You are hearing that you are hearing Cassandra Peterson as Elvira. You are hearing Vincent Price in your head when you're reading it. It's so cute. So awesome. Um that is only 5 issues series, and if you need something like that, a little palette cleanser, and you like Elvira and you like Vincent Price, that's a campy little pleasure right there. So the next one on the hit parade we're going to talk about is Catwoman number 41. I absolutely love this cover. I made a point to ask for this cover when Joe went to go pick up our comics, because as some of you may know, I am not only a Catwoman fan, but I am a cat fan. I have 2 myself. I have one that has ended up in the background of my videos before. That's River. He's my big gray little boy. And then I have an absolutely beautiful, see, like River, he's a gray little Russian blue big boy, big baby, okay? And then we have our little petite um Bombay. Yeah, I think she's a Bombay. But she's a little black cat with yellow green eyes, and her name is Kaylee. And so whenever I see any covers with Catwoman and little black cats, I melt. I melt because even before I had Kaylee, you know, I was always into black cats. Um, so I just absolutely love this, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. This is cover by Tula Latte. And I've seen some of the covers that are coming up for Catwoman, and we get more Jenny Frison coming up, I think. And those are absolutely beautiful as well. So I'm going to be picking those up, I think. Come hell or high water. But they're absolutely beautiful looking, honestly. So what happens in Catwoman 41? Okay, this is pretty good. This is actually shaping up to be pretty gosh darn good. And what Teenie Howard is actually doing is she's making Catwoman a detective comic. And that's pretty freaking cool if you ask me. It's very old style noir. It meets yeah, just old style noir. Like you're you know, reading these, you know, old detective, you know, comic books, not even just detective comics or Batman, but you know, like Dick Tracy, because you're dealing with like mafia mobsters here, and organized crime, and you've got Catwoman who is trying to foil it all, and she actually ends up meeting up with an old friend. Onyx shows up in this. Onyx. Onyx shows up, and she's just like, you know what? I heard Batman's out of town, so I'm coming to kind of help the Bat Kids out, you know, and do all that kind of stuff. And it's like, okay, cool. And she kind of trusts Selena, but she kind of doesn't. So she's kind of testing Selena, and she ends up helping Selena with the Dom Dario. He's the Dom's son of this main gang that she's mostly interested in. But she found out that Dario is kind of another stray. Like, he's kind of a stray in that he's gay. and he can't tell his dad because his dad is very traditional. And here's the kicker. His dad doesn't really like him all that much anyway, and his dad has absolutely no intention of giving over the business to his son. His dad has every intention of giving over the business to Dario's best friend. Now, Dario's best friend is also Dario's lover, but nobody knows about that except Catwoman knows. And now she's just like, here's the thing. Your lover is maybe going to be like selling you out to your father, so watch yourself. That was what was kind of happening in the last issue. Now you have this guy like, oh crap, I'm gonna now just rebel against my father, show some backbone by rebelling against him. And he starts doing like, it's like, if you've ever seen New Girl and they do like the pranks, like that television show New Girl, and whenever they do pranks, like there's this one character that when they start pranking each other, he always takes it way too far. So like, that was kind of like what Dario did. He was just like, I'm going to rebel and I'm going to go too hot, too quick, too, whatever. And I'm going from like 0 to 60 in 3.2, and I'm about ready to blow some shit up. Literally. He's about ready to blow up a club. She's like, you know what? Please. He tells Catwoman about this. She's like, can you not do that? Can you not do that? Because I like live there. She's like, I live above that place in that building. Can you not blow it up? My cats are in there. Oh, I love it. I love it. And Onyx is with her throughout this whole thing because she's like, you know what? I could use your help here, trying to figure out where this kid's head is. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I enjoy it, and it looks like she's wanting to kind of take care of the kid, and of course, she's got prices on her head too, and it looks like Kiko, her former lover and one of these bosses, is either fixing to kill her, have her people kill her, or to warn her that people are wanting to kill her. We'll have to wait until the next issue, but right now we're going to talk about Nightwing. Nightwing number 90. It's so cute. Such a good issue. So Nightwing, as you may have heard, is definitely calling out the whole girlfriend in the refrigerator trope, in a very nice way. So because Dick Grayson is doing all these wonderful things and he wants to clean up and have great things in the city, he now all of a sudden has a target on his back. In the last few issues, we've been dealing with Dick Grayson having to kind of watch his back. And so he's not really sleeping all the while. He's just taking naps. And two, he's constantly being barraged by attempts on his life. They kind of talk about how many attempts have happened over the last few days, and it's quite a few, considering, he just wanted to do some cool shit. Anyways, the thing is the cool shit he wants to do makes it bad for other people that are bad. Now, one of the people that is in this kind of caught up in this entire mess is Dick Grayson's new sister, Melinda Zuko. Melinda Zuko being the mayor of Bloodhaven, and also ended up getting tied up in this whole organized crime thing. She warns him when the most recent hit goes out on his life, giving him enough time to get out. Now, one of the things that happens that they call upon, one of the people they call upon to help, when the building's about ready to explode that he's in, and he starts trying to get everyone out of the building, Wally West shows up and goes to help him when he's at Nightwing, to help him get everyone out of the building. And then Wally's like, okay, you know what? Somebody just did not care that a lot of people were going to die. So we're gonna go take you someplace safe. So Wally takes him back to his place, and he's just gonna hang out there for a couple days with and the dog is gonna get picked up and brought there and everything like that. And then they get the call from Oracle that she has been kidnapped. She's been kidnapped, she's been put into a refrigerated van, and now they're like, you know what? No, we want to see where this place goes. So they somehow end up, and we see it's off panel. They end up in the refrigerated truck, he and Wally, and they jump out, and it's basically they open the doors, and it's KG Beast is there. Um, this is the guy that shot Dick Grayson in the head, and Dick Grayson basically did not know who he was, could have killed him, that kind of thing. Obviously, he got shot in the head. So Wally is like, wait, hold on a second, hold on. Is that KG Beast? That's the guy that shot you in the head. Yeah. So there's a long list of people that wanna go at you, buddy, and I am just super gosh darn happy that I'm the first. And he just goes. The end of the issue is as Wally goes bolting out of the back of the truck, and that's the end. We'll have to wait until next month. It's cute. I'm very much enjoying that. Okay, guys, so here's the thing. We got 2 issues left. And like I said, nothing was really all that bad this month or this week. But these are some surprises for me recently, okay? So I stopped for a while reading Justice League. And then all the stuff started coming out about how Justice League 75, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, tell you what, I'm going to read 74 and then read 75 and see where that takes me. And it takes me to the book being my next to last book, meaning it is runner-up for the best book of the week. And if you don't know why, one, this fucking art, insane. In fact, this is one of these issues. Guys, I'm going to take this out of the plastic again. I'm going to take this out of the plastic because I got to show you this shit. Fucking A. Okay, so let's run this down right now. Okay, I believe this is Brian Michael Bendis' last issue writing for the Justice League. And you know what? The guy held it down. It's good. This is some good shit here. Like, I'm glad I came back and read this instead of just going straight for 75 because, man, you did it. Here you go. Here you go. Then, okay, let's get through this list of names because they all deserve to be talked about besides Brian Michael Bendis. So what I'm about ready to show you guys. Whew. Okay, Lupacino, Kodransky, Vaughn, Badger, and Hi-Fi. Thank you. This was beautiful. And that is everyone. Let me double check and make sure that is everybody. I'm pretty sure that is everybody. Yep, here we go. Yeah, art by Seisman, Krasinski, Emanuela, Lupacino, and Wade von Badger. Colors, Simon Krasinski, and Hi-Fi. Letters, Josh Reed. Josh Reed, you did a damn fine job. Damn fine job on these letters. Okay, so, alright. Damn fine job on this lettering, actually. Sometimes, you know what, letters seem to be the kind of unsung people a lot of the time in comics. And the thing is there's attitude in some of this lettering here. Okay? There's attitude here. There's personality in some of this lettering and some of this art, and oh my god. At times it's like, even so, like, there's times where the art can stand alone versus the writing, and the writing can stand alone versus the art. Then there's times where the art just gets completely in tune with everything going on, and just, but still looks like a beautiful work of art. Like, I'm just trying to find a couple of them here, not trying to give too much of it away for you guys, because it's just absolutely, like, you get full page displays like this, like, throughout the whole gosh darn thing. Look at this. The paneling here, the way they're doing the paneling with the very rough lines and everything like that, and then you have that top portion. Oh my god. Damn. Like, okay, there's like another one. There's like another one. I just have to. No, two more. Two more that I have to show you. It's a similar page, but it is different. Yeah. That's the Canary Scream. And then you have this whole, 2-page portion, like 2-3 pages of this conversation that Constantine has with this being. And then you go to this part where, oh my goodness. With Naomi? Wow. Some really killer stuff here, okay? Like, let me tell you something. And then you get the whole team right there, and it's like, we'll see you in 75. Okay, so basically, we've got Xanadoff, and Xanadoff has a hold of Black Adam, and it's not good. So the Justice League and Justice League Dark are basically trying to outwit, outsmart, outfight this being so that they can get Black Adam free again. It looks like I said, I just jumped into this thing. This 3-part story. Probably gonna have to go back and read the other two. And it'll make a little bit more sense. But Joe has been reading it, and he is able to answer a couple questions I already had. So that's pretty cool. But this art is absolutely fantastic. And you know what? I was able to jump in after not reading the first 2 parts of this Leagues of Chaos book. So that's a testament to what's going on here, I think. But we've got Joshua Williamson taking over for Justice League with issue 75 because it has to do with his Dark Crisis event. And let me tell you something. Mr. Williamson is just Mr. DC. Because when you come right down to thinking about it, and you say it out loud, we've got Shadow War coming. Is it called Shadow War? Is it called Shadow War? Okay, he's writing Deathstroke Inc., Robin, and Batman. Alright? He's writing those right now. Then he's going to be writing this Justice League thing. He's going to be writing, a good portion of this whole Dark Crisis thing. Like, dude, you and Tom Taylor seem to be Mr. DC. Mr. and Mr. DC. Jesus. Save a little for the rest of them. Come on. I'm kidding. It's fucking awesome. So that brings us to the number 1 issue of this week. Guys, if you follow me on Twitter, you probably saw this coming. Possibly. But if you follow me on Twitter, you definitely saw this coming, and that is Wonder Woman 785. Trial of the Amazons. It's basically part 3 of Trial of the Amazons. Yeah, part 3 of 7. We are dealing with the aftermath of the death of Hippolyta. Wonder Woman's reaction to that, and her just trying to get her head straight about everything. And because she's just like, we gotta, find my mother's killer and blah blah blah, like obvious things, things that, a daughter who happens to be an Amazonian warrior would probably be into. you know your mom gets killed, you want to find out who did it, you got a lasso of truth, let's figure this out, because they've got this whole champions thing to find out who's going to sit there in front of Dorm's doorway and protect everyone. um and they got to compete for that too. And this how happened, with that. You also got this one dude that, if you've been reading Wonder Woman, encountered and challenged Diana in the museum exhibit for Themyscira history. That happened in the Wonder Woman annual. So, if you do not recall, there's this dude, right, that said that he was from a group of men that were living in a submarine off the coast of Themyscira, that supposedly the Amazons stole Themyscira from them. And they've been biding their time waiting to take it back. Well, he shows up and he's watching all this stuff from afar. And I'm going to tell you guys one thing. $5, it was him that killed Hippolyta. Like, seriously, $5. It was him that killed. I'm not actually betting you guys $5. No, I'm not actually betting anyone $5 because that's too fucking easy. Jeez. But anyways, so they're finishing up Hippolyta's ceremony and everything like that. Wonder Woman has to try, Diana has to try and get her head on straight, and she goes to the Temple of Athena, and she's like asking for wisdom, and she has what she believes is a ghost come to her and be like, what's the deal? And she's just like, I just want to get this figured out and get everything taken care of. I got to go back to, the world of man and that kind of thing. And she's like, oh, this ghost is like, oh, so is this your desire, or are you just using your desire to usurp your obligations to your people? And she's like, oh. This makes her think, like, oh, I gotta sit and ponder on this one. So she hands over her lasso of truth. She's not going to use it until after the contest is over. She puts that in the possession of Queen Nubia. And Queen Nubia has been sitting there like, okay, so who do I choose to be our champion to compete in all of this? And she chooses, every group has to choose their own champion, right? So she chooses Philibus. Okay. You have the Bana Miguel, who chooses Donna Troy. Pretty cool. You have the Escuela, who chooses, of course, in this really beautiful spread, in ceremony, they choose Yara, of course. And then everybody is like doing this ceremony where they choose who's who and who's going to be doing this and who's going to be representing each tribe. They are mentioning all the people that they're doing, and then all of a sudden you hear a hold, and Diana jumps down and she's like, I'm going to go and I'm going to compete for all Amazons all together, continue the work my mother did of trying to bond everyone together as one sisterhood. And I'm not even really doing it like enough fucking like I'm not giving it enough here, like talking about it, because I'm like thinking about it like I do, like when I'm seeing her put all these pieces together in her head on what she should do and what she must do, and everyone, reacting to the situation as they are in their own ways, and her going through this process of how do I honor my mother? How do I honor my mother's memory? And she's going to enter the competition representing everyone. Because what her mother most wanted to do was eventually unite them all. And that got to me. And I mean, it even gets to me right now talking about it because it was just so beautiful. And so if there was any question in your mind, yes, of course. Yes, of course. This is my #1 comic of the week. And I'm really hoping that the rest of the issues live up to this one for the Trial of the Amazons. Anyways, that's it, guys. That's all the comics for this week. Working on some stuff, brewing some stuff here. And obviously, next up for this week, officially, for the officially unofficial geek, would be what's happening Wednesdays, unless something else comes up that I want to talk about. I'm kind of brewing some things in my head, so we'll see. Maybe I'll jump on here real quick and talk. If I formulate exactly what I want to do involving a situation, here's the thing, guys. I am sitting right on the precipice of 50 subscribers. And what I'd like to do is, if I can get to 50 subscribers, I would like to do something. Now, I'm not quite solid on exactly what I want to do yet, but here's the thing. Since I'm, okay, you know what? Here's the thing. Since I'm talking about it, and you want to be involved, whatever it happens being, we're going to start right now. If you subscribe to this channel, comment, like, subscribe, you'll be a part of it. You'll be entered. If I decide to do anything, you'll be a part of it. So any video until I go ahead and do it, like, subscribe, comment, and you'll be involved. If you're already subscribed, just comment and like. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, comment, like. There you go. Then whatever I end up doing, you'll be involved. And there it is. Honestly, I've been having a great time so far. The fact that I have even close to 50 people that care about listening to what I have to say, it's insane to me. And real quick, considering I'm just, to me, the idea of people supporting me and wanting to watch me is insane. But you know what? I also have to give a special thank you out there to Heather Dorsch, who actually, I don't talk about it very much, but I have a buy me a coffee site where basically you go in and you can buy a theoretical coffee for someone and basically donate $5 towards their project. And she did that for me the other day. So thank you very much, Heather. You do that, you get mentioned by me. Let's see here. I don't talk about it very much, but I do have a buy me a coffee where if you would like to give money towards what I'm doing here and similar projects, you can do that if you are so inclined. The link is going to be down in the description. And thank you again, Heather. And I'll just go ahead and tell you right now, everything that goes into that at this point, because it is just not used really to support me, but it's used to support the channel and support my projects, my creative projects. Right now, the first thing I would probably end up buying, can't for sure promise it, but it would be for the channel. I need a computer chair. I need a desk chair that's a lot more comfortable than what I have right now. And to get one to be really nice, to hold the hefty lady up, it's it can be a little bit pricey. And so I'm raising money right now to go towards that. So Heather, thank you. You have started me on the path to getting my new desk chair. So thank you. Anyways, yeah. But that's a bit. That's all. That's all for this week for the Spoilertastic Weekly Comic Roundup. My name is Carrie Quinn. This has been the officially unofficial geek channel. And like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what you think of this week's comics. Tell me if you are digging Trial of the Amazons like I am. Thank you. Until next time.